Play us in, Stefan. You're on.
You're on the late show, or the not so late show with Douglas Dover,
With Carson Daly.
Stefan Weber, and
Did you hear they're replacing Carson Daly?
no, I was gonna say Jamie Fallon's here too, but
Jamie
he's late.
Fallon. I'm gonna say all the late night hosts slightly wrong.
Jamie Fallon.
James Kim. Kim Jong Un. I love.
They're replacing Carson though.
Yeah.
With who?
That never really clicked. There's like Johnny Carson and there's Carson Daly. Totally different leagues.
Carson Daly is the guy that used to do the MTV. Yeah.
For the young whippersnappers out there, now I'm starting to feel old. TRL used to be a thing. You get home from school,
And
Carson
watch Britney
Daly.
Spears run around in a Canadian tuxedo.
You know what blows my mind though? Like reminiscing about that. Out of all the stuff that they retired for the first time, you know what the first music video that they retired was because it played for too goddamn long?
Korn.
Which
on
one?
a Leash.
Got the Life.
Yeah, it was Get the Life, but
That's awesome though, man. I long for the 90s where metal was still like
at least being played
awesome.
on TV.
Yeah. And on the radio, man. That stuff was hot.
Laser 103 used to play real music.
Oh my god, dude! Somebody at work like showed their age the other day and they called
Something in my pocket.
1029 the Hog Laser 103. I was like, did you just call it Laser 103? You old bitch.
I liked Laser 103. They used to play Megadeth more than once a week.
Fucking Megadeth, man. Still comes on the radio every now and then. You know, Dave Mustaine will creep up on you and be, I'm a mustard stain.
Did you like that Ohm band I sent you, though? That one song?
Ohm band? Is that, that's the
Ohm,
name of it?
yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like a classification. Yeah, it was like real freaky, man.
Well, here's a little full circle thing for you. The guys in that band were Chris Poland, who was the guitarist in Megadeth.
I thought you were going to pull like a Ben Kuzay on me or something.
No. He's good now. No, it was Chris Poland is the main guitarist in that, and then Megadeth's deceased ex-drummer used to be in that. But
It was like fusiony as hell, man. I got some like Holdsworth solo vibes off of it, man.
yeah, it's very different from Megadeth. But you can see where there's some skill in that guy because he was on all the best Megadeth albums. So
Yeah, I know nothing of this. Never heard of it before. What got you on this?
Oh, I saw it. I've listened to this a long time ago, but it came up on my shuffle, and I was like, you know who would really like this? Doug.
This is some weird shit. Doug would like this.
it, yeah.
You were exactly right. I'll probably check that album off my list maybe this weekend.
Did you enjoy Pearl Jam 10?
Oh my god, dude. I was just like walking around the house just yawling it up, man. Just fucking yawling it up, man. If I would have had a few more drinks in me, I would have did some stage dives off the couch, man. There's some fucking hits on that shit. First CD.
Yeah, that's their first album. And for God's sakes, I think fucking more than 50% of it got regular radio play for a long time.
Right. This still does. I recognize a lot of those songs that I still just hear them on the radio. Yeah. I've never sought out listening to Pearl Jam. I've never intentionally tried to listen to Pearl Jam.
Yeah, but what was that? Last Friday? No, I don't remember. You texted me and you're just like, what's that album? I'm going to yawl it up.
Yeah, and then you correct me. I was like, Y-A-L-L. You're like, Y-A-W-L. That is important correction. I did not know that Yawler was a fucking classification until you told me, man.
Is it official?
Is it?
I've just been calling it yawling for a while.
Well, you have good classifications that you've invented. You've got, if that's a new one, that's the second thing that you've created that I use in my monthly vernacular.
Yeah, no official definition.
Okay.
But
yeah,
for the kids listening, it's just a classification I use for 90s grunge rock, like Creed and Pearl Jam. They all got that.
Seattle Vox.
Yeah.
So you got that one, and then you got Hoorah Dooter Flicks.
Yeah. Top Gun, Battle for LA. Anything that has a monologue to get you to join the army.
What's that
Or
fucking
service or a service branch.
I want to see the
correction.
one that Danny DeVito did. Wasn't it called like Renaissance Man?
I'm not sure. What does he get shot out of a cannon?
Yeah, they drop him on Saddam Hussein's palace.
I'm a wrecking ball.
Oh my god, dude, that fucking Alex Jones tirade that you went on last week was just
Yeah, how's that doing on YouTube? I saw you posted. I haven't really checked on it.
Better than most of our shit. That thing's brought in like at least 3 subs, man.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It was just me
And then
rambling.
some of the places I've promoted it, it's like I have no faith in humanity with the comments that are being left on this. But the YouTube
What are some of the
landing pages,
comments?
The YouTube one's good. I don't know. It's just like people who can't type good, form good sentences.
Well, I have very low faith in humanity right now, just with everything going on. So
I'm about neutral, you know. Oh my god, it was so funny, man. Like, you know, with my dating escapades later, I'm back on the Tinder and was talking to this girl, and then she like texted me, or she like messaged me. It's just like, you ever just wish that, you know, civilization would end and, you know, we could exist like purely for survival instead of money? And I was like, huh. I was like, yeah, I think that crosses everybody's mind now and then. But I also feel like, you know,
I like my things though.
not necessarily the things. It's more so that dying from an insect bite and getting eaten by a lion tends to be a little bit over romanticized. You know,
You should have said something like, "But what about my cats?"
So she messages me back, and she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I was having an existential crisis last night." I was like, "Okay, yeah, that's understandable. You could tell me about it over drinks."
Nice. Yeah. Well,
But
that's
yeah,
good.
man.
Good to see Dougie back on the old burrow.
Old broken market. Oh, I had somebody message me the last time I was on there back. She's like, you should delete your Tinder profile. I was like, why? She's like, I thought you said you had a girlfriend. It's like, I did. That was 6 months ago.
I did. Let's pay attention to the phrasing here. Well, it's too bad that you won't be able to take a date to Phantom of the Opera, because that's where I went for my birthday.
Oh, really? How
And
was
that
that?
shit was fucking amazing. That shit was off the chain.
Better than Seinfeld?
I mean, they're very different. They're very different.
Come
things.
on, man. You got to compare the two. I mean, you know,
I wasn't even in the same building.
First thing I think of when I think of opera, is this better than seeing Seinfeld? Would I rather watch opera on TV or Seinfeld?
TV's different, but the on stage, man, the sets they had were completely ridiculous.
Oh, was it at the Pabst?
It was at Marcus Amphitheater.
Okay.
Holy shit, man!
Really? Like,
I think it's called the Marcus Amphitheater.
I thought that was the
I'd never
outside
been in this
venue.
building before. It was the inside part of Marcus. I'd never been to this venue before.
okay.
And
The old secret Marcus venue.
the
one underneath the floorboards.
I didn't dress up too much. I didn't do the suit thing. I didn't.
Did you sit in front of a woman in white gloves like we did at Seinfeld?
No, I was actually going to reference the Seinfeld episode where George and Jerry go in suits and Kramer doesn't dress up. But yeah, I didn't really dress up. But oh my god, dude, it was so amazing. Like the sets were just completely off the chain. For people that are familiar with it, or maybe most people probably aren't. But there's a song where the Phantom is like taking the main character, Christine Daae or whatever, down to his lair, and the set literally was like 2 half walls that closed and had a catwalk that conjoined in the middle. So they were like walking across on one side, then the catwalk landed with the other side of the wall. They walked across and they opened a door, and then there was no stairs.
And then the cage came out of the fucking bottom, and he pile drived her through the cage.
They're like, it was like a sheer side to the this like tower that it had now formed, and then like stairs came out one at a time, and they like walked down them while they were singing. And they got to the base, and they slowly like flooded the stage with smoke, and then used lights to make like a water type effect over the top, and then they basically pushed out a small boat that they jumped on, and then sang as it like went across the stage. It was fucking insane, dude. And then they dropped the chandelier, which was pretty intense too. A lot of people were just like, "Oh my god, it's falling!"
Out of like they
there
actually
was
break a chandelier.
There was like a huge chandelier, and they drop it like right on top of the orchestra. Basically, it doesn't hit the ground. It like stops right above the orchestra, and all I could. When I was in there, I was like, if I was in the orchestra, I would shit my pants every time that happened.
Sounds great, man. Like, I don't know. I've never been to an opera, and I've been told it's great. Like, it's awesome.
It was amazing.
I've been to a
man.
Christmas Carol there before, and those are always awesome. They like bring out the Iron Maiden Eddie fucking 12-foot tall marionette.
I'm the ghost of Christmas future. That one?
No, Death.
Death.
The ghost of. Yeah, that is the ghost.
Ghost of Christmas future.
Yeah,
because he died.
But he comes out as Death, and
Yeah.
it's like,
yeah, and you're just like, Eddie.
Well, that's what I equate it to now, because
Yeah.
that's like on that scale of puppetry. That's the only other thing I've seen.
Was the Iron Maiden show?
Yeah,
which totally mind freaked you.
Yeah, that was fucking rad. Like 4th of July, full moon. Fucking Iron Maiden brings out Eddie as like a giant fucking red coat soldier for the trooper.
Nice. Dude, they had flame jets at Phantom of the Opera too.
Could you feel the flames? Could you feel
no, we
the
were
heat?
sitting back a little bit, but
We were back.
yeah, it wasn't Iron Maiden level. The singing at Phantom was great though. I actually enjoyed the Raoul they had more than the one in the film.
I haven't seen the film either. I was gonna say, man, like they should like modernize the Phantom of the Opera, like set it in modern days, just like a horribly disfigured man, and he's like the incel
Give it that-
Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah, I like where you're going with that. I could see it being like the Romeo and Juliet thing, where it was somewhat comical, where they're just like, we're gonna do with our swords, and they pulled out 6-shooters.
Oh, you mean
always funny.
the fucking Leonardo DiCaprio
Yeah,
one?
that movie was bizarre to me.
Dude, that one was just like stylized. I wouldn't even say that was modernized, because they just like verbatim recite Romeo and Juliet, but they're in like Miami and fucking
Yeah.
like
Miami vicing it up.
party shirts.
Yeah. Wearing yacht club sweaters and fucking button up Hawaiian shirts with thong sandals.
I wasn't aware. Apparently, like Leonardo DiCaprio likes him young, like not R. Kelly young, but he likes to, chew them up, spit them out when they get a little wrinkly.
I thought, I'm mixing people up.
What?
I think I'm mixing up Orlando Bloom and Leonardo DiCaprio.
Why does it Orlando Bloom like really old ladies?
No, I think one of them was dating Katy Perry.
Oh yeah, I think Orlando Bloom is dating Katy Perry.
Yeah.
Not that I give a fuck about any of this stuff.
Yeah, but I
Just
mean,
kind of segued.
that was a ridiculous stage show too. I watched that on Hulu.
What, Katy
And that
Perry?
bitch was crazy too.
Oh, the Katy Perry pizza incident with the little girl.
Yeah,
It's like,
where
don't
she's-
eat it all at once or you'll get fat.
and she's like 3. You're like, what is wrong with you, lady?
Sound bites are back, baby.
Oh my god. Yeah, actually,
I pulled one last week and I was like, it's not playing. You know what? The problem was, channel was muted. No. Swing and a miss.
oh man. Yeah. If you ever are feeling like getting weird, watch that live
God, no,
performance.
thank you. Oh man, I fucking fell asleep.
That's like something we got to get really full on soda pop
And watch.
and watch. Yeah.
Oh god, I don't know if I could stomach it, man. Would it bring me to the vomit level?
No, I don't think so.
You know,
Because like overall, it is a pretty ridiculous stage performance.
you know who loves Katy Perry? Dave Tarantino loves.
I thought he was a
Katy
T
Perry.
Swift fan.
He loves T Swift too, but if you look, okay,
You can't love
Dave-
T Swift and
Dave Tarantino, most wholesome man in Milwaukee. You go to his Facebook page. It is a screenshot of Katy Perry from a music video, and she has a surprised look on her face, and she has frosting on her face. It's an obvious euphemism for cum. And, like, I fucking was just like going like over. I like, you know, when you
I know
like,
what
mouse,
music video that's from. Yeah.
you know when you mouse over somebody's like profile picture or their name on Facebook, and it'll show like their Facebook landing page
Yeah.
as like a little thumbnail
Okay.
without actually going to it. That popped up, and I was like, why does he have like a fucking screenshot for a porno on his page? And then I was like, oh, it's Katy Perry.
I like Katy
Oh.
Perry. She's pretty cool.
Katy Perry or Zoe Deschanel.
Katy Perry.
They're the same person.
Tricked me. You got me.
We contributed absolutely nothing to news this week, but there was some like
News
There's
has
some-
been
yeah,
a little
there's-
weird. Did you know that Jesse Smollett guy is back on Empire?
really?
I saw a headline. I didn't read the article. I was just like,
Maybe he's got some blackmail dirt on somebody. I've never watched Empire though. That seems like a
I've
show.
watched a couple episodes. It's extremely. Do you like drama?
It seems like a show Corey would like to watch.
I bet Corey does like it.
I bet he does. And then I bet he beats off into his K-Swifts afterwards. Man, he posted this picture, and I'm pretty sure it was like a fake tattoo on Facebook, and it was like new tattoo, and it was like a masquerade mask or some shit like that. And I was like, I bet you fucking would. Like for a second, I was like, I bet he really did get that tattoo.
Did he?
I don't know. So if he did, I'm
Corey,
like
please-
directly insulting.
Corey, please
Yeah.
text.
Please
Please text us. We just want to know about your safety
Fucking-
and well-being.
his brother, fucking get on this. Let us know. Fucking eye blaze, man. Let us know. SNI. Let's have the SNI guys up here again.
Yeah, that could be fun.
Yeah, they're doing like a new release soon or something. I am ridiculously uninformed about this, but I'm not trying to announce nothing.
We're old now, so
Yeah, we're out.
we
We're
just
old
get
now.
to say that.
We just work.
I'm out of the loop.
And yep, I'm out of the loop. That's a great subreddit, actually. It's called Out of the Loop. So when shit goes
Did you
down
see
like
this
this,
shit where
you,
they
you could
have-
see the Out of the Loop post, and
Yeah,
people will
I've seen
explain it
those.
for you.
Here's something. Did you notice today, like on Reddit's front page, somebody was just like, "Do you know they just have YouTube's reading verbatim
I just read that.
Reddit?" Reddit
Yeah,
posts?
that's been going on for fucking ever.
I was like, I'm sure it was already a thing before,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm glad you're noticing it now. Yeah, people are making money off of all you. I don't know if
Fucking,
they're really making that much money off it.
they just copied fucking what is it? BuzzFeed's writers were doing. BuzzFeed was just going to Reddit and fucking like, oh, top 10 ridiculous shit that people's kids have said in supermarkets.
Yeah,
Oh.
they'd literally like go to Ask Reddit and type in some stupid question. People would answer, and they'd be like, "Here it is. Here's the best ones."
I remember reading one on Reddit. It was like fucking ridiculous. Like the lady's kid had never seen a black person in real life. And she was like, look, Mom, a Cosby.
I think I read this one too. Yeah,
And then it was on a BuzzFeed article. And I was like, well, what? That's lame.
yeah. BuzzFeed's lame.
Oh my God.
So what's all been going on in your off time? Not much.
You know me, man. Like, okay, I've been like trying to throw my house out and failing for like months. It just feels like you can't win. It's gotten a lot better, but we had a big purge at work. We just like threw a bunch of shit out, and there was a lot of shit that needed throwing out. and kind of like motivated me to continue the project that was going on here. But still, like it feels like I'm just moving piles around, and it's slowly getting better because it's like I had basically a room full of shit that was still in boxes from when I moved back in here after the fire that I had just never opened before. And I was like, I should at least check this shit. And there was like some stuff that I was like, I should really sort through this. But a lot of it was like, man, I need to throw this away.
Yeah, got garbage in a room, basically.
Yeah, kind of. But I'm glad, like, you can't just like throw it all out because then you find like I found like one of my favorite flannels. I think I mentioned that. Yeah, last week.
And then
But
you slept with it on.
I don't fit.
Oh yeah, that's
too
right.
fat.
I forgot about that part.
Like, seriously.
You're like, I love this flannel. Oh, it doesn't fit. But then it goes in the garbage anyway, which sucks.
If I put that shirt on without any undershirt and just let my fucking belly hang out, I'd be like, I would look like a man who fused with his chair and needs to wash himself with like a fucking rag on a stick. You gotta like get in between the fat folds and stuff like that. Yeah, I've been trying to fucking clean. What else have I done? Like nothing. Literally nothing. I need to do stuff during the week.
I had the last 3 days off, so.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Like you took them or you just
I
got
just
them?
took 3 days off, yeah. Birthday, Tuesday, which did the
yeah,
fandom
yeah.
nonsense, and I went out to eat on Wednesday, and then Thursday I just didn't really feel like going to work. I ended up finalizing my application for college and for a couple jobs and sent those in, and I guess we'll just see what happens.
Guess we'll just see. Isn't it kind of liberating?
Yeah.
You're just at that like don't give a fuck level right now.
Yep.
I'm not there yet. I actually very much so do give a fuck.
Oh, I believe it. But yeah, it was nice to have my application in for school, and I finished my taxes too. Kind of a late taxes.
Dude, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with my life with the taxes because I did my federal immediately. I had it submitted digitally before it even opened. So as soon as you could get it, I had it.
Yeah.
Like fucking submitted, like e-filed, and then had it direct deposited. So it was like a week after they started accepting. I had the money. I can hear your nose squeaking through the. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I am having some allergies.
But I just have not done my state, man. I've been like selling shit on eBay. Oh man, I sold a guitar this week.
Which guitar did you sell?
The Ibanez Prestige,
The
7-string.
white
No, I still got that one. The TAM 10. Love that one.
Which
the
one's the
8-string.
7-string?
The 7-string was the black one. It was still like stock pickups and all that stuff. I still have the pickups I was going to put in it that I need to sell. Some Baronux. But the person who bought it is a fucking idiot.
Why? What did he say? It's got 7 strings. I need 6.
No. Long story short, he paid me before I even like set shipping, and it wasn't a local pickup. I shipped it to Michigan. So he, as like a trusting individual, if I was a shady individual, this would have been just the easiest cash grab ever. Thankfully, I'm not a piece of shit, but basically I was like, this is the price. You have to pay shipping because I was intending for local pickup. He asked to like see some more pictures of it. I send it to him, and he asked some questions about it. I'm like, you need to get it set up. You need to change strings. It'll be great. Basically, he was like, "What's your PayPal?" And then I sent it to him. And when I woke up in the morning, he had already sent the money.
He's just eager to beaver.
Yeah, eager but stupid.
Yeah.
It's like I could have just like taken this money and ran.
Yeah.
And had my PayPal account like shut down because there is like some buyer protection on that shit, but that's not how you do it.
It would have been the right amount for you to be able to withdraw it though. So
I already have enough like through selling with eBay that I can withdraw immediately, like cash deposits immediately.
I actually should sell some stuff on eBay. I got some stuff I want to get rid of.
You would be surprised. Like, if you think it has some value, put it up on eBay, man. See what the market is, and make sure you ask enough for shipping. And make sure that you don't ship to Puerto Rico. And if you do, ask enough of shipping money for it. I got a little burned on one of those because...
What the hell did you ship to Puerto Rico?
One of my preamps. My Focusrite preamp.
Oh, the one you were talking about last week where you're just like, I sold a preamp.
Yeah. I was having a shit day. I was like, oh, man, today sucks. But I sold a preamp and I got paid, so it doesn't suck that bad. I'm in a much better state of mind this week. Can you tell?
Yeah. It's good.
It's hard to overcome when you just bummed and just pick yourself out of that and then perform sexually.
Oh, that's good.
Your green pepper used to call that hate fucking.
I think the best part about you cleaning this shit out is you getting some cash for it. Yeah, I got some stuff I got rid of. I got to get rid of some.
Well, that was one of my things I brought up before. You guys are shitting on me. He's like, Doug, you got a bunch of shit in that room. You just need to get rid of it. I was like, there's valuable shit in there,
yeah,
man.
I know, but some of it is garbage.
Yeah, some of it is garbage.
Some
Most
of it does have
garbage,
value.
actually.
Yeah.
A lot of it had value. I'm still plugging through stuff I need to sell.
Yeah. That's good. That's good.
So the Scorpion King is coming on Monday.
The Scorpion King, by the way, not the movie, is a gamer gear setup chair.
Yeah,
I'm trying to make this sound as dorky as possible at the same time. It's a gamer gear chair.
So stupid. Never in a million years would I be like, oh yeah, I
need
that. Thing. But it's yeah, I'll take it.
It looks like the inside of Darth Vader's TIE fighter.
It looks like kind of like the original War of the Worlds, where they had the lasers on the fucking tails and then evaporate people.
Yeah.
But basically, this company fucked up, or they didn't fuck up. The shipping company lost their package. I had ordered something from this, a desk station, and the shipping company
I'm glad this happened to you, but at the same time, this is killing me inside because that shipping company fucked me 3 times, and that one company just never did anything.
What'd you ship it through? It was a headboard. Stefan's haunted headboard, man.
Yeah,
dude, people were watching that shit last week.
It was a whole bed frame.
Yeah.
It was a whole fucking bed frame.
And you ordered it through Amazon. Amazon was the seller the entire time. That's why I want you to realize the difference here.
No, they I think got it from a South Korean company. There was a furniture vendor that sells through Amazon.
And they were just Amazon, fuck you.
Well, I couldn't get a hold of the company, and the shipping company was just like, it's gone. Sorry, bro. And Amazon was the only people who were like, I'm sorry that happened to you. That's terrible. We love you.
I've never had.
We love you. Instant refund. Come buy some more stuff.
I have never had that experience with Amazon ever. I've literally gotten so many refunds through them, and it's always just no questions asked.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Amazon was the only people that were great out of that whole debacle.
So this company, I'm trying to get my shipping my delivery appointment settled because it was a heavy item, I got to be here to sign for it, and it's coming freight.
It's a fucking VR cockpit.
Well, this wasn't the thing, but they lose it, and I'm dealing with these two shipping companies. There's the primary shipping company, and then the hub that transfers it to the shipping company that delivers it to you when they get local. The hub lost it, so the company just hits me up and is like, yeah, you need to accept the delivery date. You need to set up an appointment. And I was like, okay, here's the lowdown. I'm trying to sort it out myself. And they're just like, we'll take care of this. So he hits me back. He's like, yeah, your shit's lost, but we can ship you this better
toy,
more ballin' fucking seat. It literally is like a race car 5-point harness seat with a fucking scorpion
Route
tail
66
that comes over it.
Arcade system.
Right. So I don't have to fucking kill my back. Not that I'm fucking dying. I don't have a bad back, thankfully. But that shit's like what that's meant for is like people who sit in like. I think it's more popular in Asian countries. It's meant for people who like sit and code at a computer workstation for.
Oh, it's the
super
JT
long.
setup from fucking Grandma's Boy.
Yeah, straight up. I'm gonna go into my room, fucking bump some window liquor.
Yeah.
I love that song, by the way. And then you're gonna come in and just be like, a techno scares me.
I got some great ideas. Does the music scare you?
I swear to God, fucking people are not gonna be able to get me out of this goddamn thing. Goodbye, social life. Goodbye, sex life. It's just gonna turn them away as soon as they come in the room. It's like, what is that?
Sit in it.
Yeah. That's all you got to do is just be like, sit in it, and they're just like, oh my God, I'm never getting up from this position. That's what's gonna kill the sex life, man. Is if you just put them in the chair, and then it will just swallow them whole. The chair's gonna be like, feed me, bring me sluts.
It just plugs into them and just they turn out like little raisins, and you just throw them away.
You know, sometimes that's the approach you got to take to relationships when you're out there in the field. You just gotta churn through the butter. Not a good metaphor. I mean, it gets thick, you know. You just gotta slog through it.
Oh boy,
Dating's brutal. God damn it.
maybe we should have done some news, but
Why you feel like you're reaching already?
no, my life this week was so relaxed.
Yeah.
I don't have much to complain about.
Oh, it's complaining. You know, I wish I really did have more to complain about. Maybe I'd be more compelling in this like aspect. But when I boiled down to it, I don't have too much to complain about. So Stefan's going to be an architect. He's going to build the next Eiffel Tower.
I'll design your dream home.
He's going to learn how to bend steel girders.
I'll do the math on if jet fuel can melt steel beams. What if that's like my final dissertation or something?
If a jet hit the Eiffel Tower, could it melt the steel beams?
Yeah, something stupid like that.
Get yourself a young professor and be like, I like memes. Pass.
Oh boy.
Had a like a work vendor come in from like some inkjet
Yeah.
place.
Young person.
Young person who's like, I like memes. I'm cool and hip. So
Reminds me of a guy at our work that has a Brazzers license plate frame. I think I already told you that.
Brazzers? No.
Yeah. Yeah, Brazzers. He's got a Brazzers like frame around his
It's just
license
like
plate.
casting couch in as least letters as
I
possible.
wish. I don't really even know the guy. Somebody was just like, that's the guy that has the license plate cover. And I was like, I like him already. He's great.
So in their little brochure, like this is how I pretty much like started the meeting off. They gave us this little brochure and I'm looking through it and there's a picture of a bottle cap and it says orange beverage on it. And it's like it's two pictures of the same thing by each other. And it's like, well, rub tests, you know, ours won't rub off and theirs will. And the one that rubbed off, they rubbed off just enough so it said orange beaver. And I was like, really? That's what you put in your brochure? Whoever made this, they just decided on orange beaver. And the rep was like, what are you talking about? And I was like, look at this. He's like, I want to see this. I wouldn't mind some orange beaver.
It's a rare species.
What I'm saying is, I want to fuck Carrot Top.
He's muscular now.
Oh my god, dude! I heard that's fake. It's like that synth oil stuff. Have you heard about this stuff?
What?
People like there's like this like synthetic oil polymer stuff that people literally inject into their muscles to make them look bigger.
Oh yeah, the fake abs.
Yeah,
Yeah, I heard about that.
like there's like fake ab like implants and stuff like that, but there's like people who you can see them. It's like so obvious. They like shoot it into their biceps, and they're just like huge. They don't even look
What does it like
muscles look
deteriorate
like.
over time or something? Or?
No, it's just like plastic that is in your.
Well, I remember that one dude in I think India wanted to be the Hulk, and he was injecting just like random shit into his arm. Remember that? He was like injecting. Well, there was that whole wave actually of people just injecting like concrete into their butts. the crappy plastic surgery people. You remember that? They're like, I'm gonna get butt implants, and they go to a off the grid doctor who just straight up just pumps concrete into
Pumps
their
them
butt.
full of fucking
Antifreeze, anything.
quick setting epoxy.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is. These dude, there's like no strength in their arms, and they just have like these fucking massive biceps that just look like fucking logs.
So what you're telling me is Carrot Top versus Riff Raff. Riff Raff is the real deal, and he's just gonna fucking body Carrot Top.
Buddy, butterscotch mullet's gonna fucking eat him whole. Carrot Top's an old man, dude. He was hot in the 90s, man. He's got to be getting up there. How old's Carrot Top, man? I want to know this, dude. I'd give you the free reign to actually look up this vital information for your everyday life.
Oh boy, what is going on?
How old is Carrot Top? Carrot Top 2019. Google
He's
is like
54.
Google's straight up just like, did you just Google Carrot Top 2019, motherfucker?
Google didn't know what that.
Google was like, Carrot Top? Really?
Not a thing.
Oh my god! Yeah, get
Looks
buff,
like fucking.
get buff Carrot
Looks
Top
like
up on
Ozzy in
there,
this
dude.
picture, kinda. Hold on.
Wait, this is a map. Is that? Oh my god!
Looks like he'd be singing for a Sabbath cover band or something in this picture.
Oh my god, dude.
Okay, that's that synth oil stuff. I can see that.
Yeah. It's like either roiding or fucking the synth oil stuff.
Holy shit, he looks terrible in this.
It's the fucking eyeliner. Oh my
it's
god!
just Carrot Top when you can't get enough.
So, there was this movie in the 90s that he did with somebody from...
Looks like Dave Mustaine's grandpa.
It's either like Dawson's Creek. It's either Dawson's Creek or like Beverly Hills 90210, something like that. Like one of those like 90s drama shows. He did a movie with this actress called Chairman of the Board.
Yep.
And it was just a terrible fucking movie.
Some might say it killed his career.
And this actress was trying to like promote the show on Conan. And Norm Macdonald was on with him, and he is just like fucking tearing the like this actress is just like, I'm done. Like she's not even trying to fight it, and it's just like fucking Conan's just like, oh, you're starring in this movie with Carrot Top that's like, you know, to be named, and she's like chairman of the board, and fucking
Courtney Thorne Smith.
Yeah, that might be her. Yeah. Pull a picture up of her. She plays opposite of Carrot Top. Good looking lady. She was like really cute in the 90s too. But so Norm Macdonald is just basically like, oh, I got a good movie for this name, and it's got Carrot Top in it, right? It's called Box Office Poison. And she's like laughing at this shit. So Conan's just like, so you're gonna have this movie coming out with Carrot Top to be named, and she's like chairman of the board, and Conan's just like, okay, do something with that, you fucking cretin. And Norm Macdonald is just like, I bet it's spelled Bored. It's like one of those like late night off the rails Carson videos, except it's like early 90s.
I want to see some user reviews. It's so bad I can't get all the way through. I've never seen this movie. I don't even think I've seen a trailer for it before.
Oh, dude, it is so bad. It's basically like Carrot Top prop comedy, the movie.
Larry Miller's in it.
Who the fuck thought that was a good idea? Yeah, Larry Miller is like this
I'm
evil
a villain from a 90s movie.
Yeah. Bring up Larry Miller. There's a scene where he ends up like falling asleep on a tennis court, and it has the tennis racket on his face, and he wakes up and he's got like burned tennis racket grid burnt into his face for the rest of the movie.
Oh boy.
I tell you, man, the late 90s were a lawless waste when it came to comedies, man.
Well, yeah,
Was
you
that
had,
even
what, you
late
had The
90s?
Pest, you had Biodome.
Dude, The Pest is awesome. And that's early 90s, man.
You had Biodome.
The Pest was the shit, dude. I was trying to find a copy of that movie. I was going to be like, I was trying to torrent, buy a copy of that movie. Couldn't get it. It's so hated. I fucking love that movie, dude. I bet I'd watch it now and just be like, man, that sucks.
This is bad, yeah.
This is a bad movie. I really like John Leguizamo, though. Fucking Latin History for Fucking Morons is a great Netflix one-man act. For those of you who haven't seen it.
What, Brandon Fraser just had a ton of movies.
Just now?
No, back in the 90s.
Oh, man, I'm waiting for his resurgence, man. I'm waiting for my buddy Steve-O to get back in the game.
Well, last time I saw a picture of Brandon Fraser, he had no, like, hair on the top of his head.
Yeah, it's done for him. Like, I think recently he paid, like, the last payment. He was...
Although, can we be honest, man? His Mummy movies were, like, 100 times better than the one that Tom Cruise put out.
Yeah, well, it's...
That shit was lame.
I didn't see it. But they're trying to put together the whole, like fucking 1900s monster movies. Like, they're trying to make a monster movie universe, and it's just like, don't do that. It's not going to be good.
Universal monsters aren't going to
Let's
be a
start it
thing
with
again.
The Mummy.
Yeah, Universal monsters can't be a thing again. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was like fucking...
The Swamp Thing and shit. Yeah.
Marvel has theirs. Fucking... Who's taking care of DC? Who's the company?
Yo,
doing
did
those?
you know that James Gunn guy's back to direct?
Yeah, I heard that. And good for him.
I'm happy for him. But seriously, fuck Disney.
That is one of the fucking few cases of, like, vindication where somebody was just, like, publicly outraged and then they redacted it and were like, okay, I guess we were wrong.
But, like, fuck Disney for all that shit.
Yeah.
It's like, you're gone. But I guess you can come back. Everyone forgot about it, and we, like, really need the movie stuff anyway. Like, fuck you.
Yeah. I'd be like, fuck you, pay me. You know? Put it right here. Right here. Give me the money. Give me some of that sweet, sweet Marvel cash.
Yeah, that was that whole, like...
What's the company that owns the DC universe?
Warner Bros.
Warner. Okay, so Disney versus Warner Brothers, and then Universal's like, we want to have a universe too. What do we got?
Swamp Thing, Dracula, Frankenstein, and the Mummy.
Who owns Creature from the Black Lagoon? They'll redo that one.
That's Universal. That's a Universal monster. I'm pretty sure.
Well, they already had the
And they
Shape
get
of
the
Water
werewolf,
came
yeah.
out.
They get a werewolf too.
They already had the Shape of Water. They already made the Wolfman with Benicio del Toro.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, me neither, but they made it. Oh, man.
Better off just doing an Underworld remake or another Underworld movie at that point.
Fucking made my, like... This is a kind of removed connection, but thinking of Del Toro, was thinking about Johnny Depp playing Hunter S. Thompson.
Did you see that shit that Amber Heard apparently was the one abusing him? Johnny Depp, remember...
Maybe.
Remember, like, a year ago...
He's a timid boy, man.
Yeah, no, but remember, like, a year ago, there was a bunch of stories come about Johnny Depp being abusive and, like, off the rails, spending all his money and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, there was just a news story today that it's the other way around. He was getting abused by her.
I believe it.
And then she was trying to get him in trouble for it by saying that he was the abusive one as well. Like, really just trying to fuck him.
Dude, the chicks who will do that to you are, like, ruin your life, even if you've just met them and you're trying to get out types. Yeah. I've dated one of them. I saw her at the Shorewood Legion Hall reunion thing and just, like, didn't say a fucking word to her. But we didn't get that serious. It was the most miserable I've ever been in a relationship with somebody. Like, not even, like, official relationship, just, like, seeing somebody. They would just fucking make me hate my goddamn life.
Ew.
They would just, like, text you and text you and text you and text you about fucked up shit. Like, not even, like, woe is me kind of shit. Like, you're a piece of shit. Like, you're a fuck up. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Anything that they could do just to get under my fucking skin. Ugh. I feel dirty just fucking thinking about it. Steve-O warned me about it going fucking into this thing.
Steve-O was
Yes.
So this was a more recent.
Well, the thing is, no, this is like a couple years ago now. It's like at least 4 years ago now. Fucking Steve-O like messaged me. He's like, hey, dude, watch out for that chick. And I was like, yeah, whatever, Steve-O. You fucked half Milwaukee or whatever. It's like this. I was
Fuck
already,
off, Steve-O.
I was already at 4 years ago. I was like, Steve-O.
Here's the thing about Steve-O, though.
We're gonna start to have some overlap, and I don't want you to like feel like it's a violation of the bro code.
Steve-O,
and he's like, yeah, I'm all right with that.
Steve-O is an
Fair enough.
Eskimo brother to many people in this city. But also at the same time is it can take Steve-O some time to learn certain lessons. But when he does learn a lesson and he tries to impart some wisdom on you, you should probably listen to it.
Yeah. I wish I would have taken the advice from Steve-O the therapist. Oh my God. He should have just put it like that. It was like, as your therapist, I cannot advise you to continue.
You're making a mistake.
It's like, I don't want to violate, patient
Confidentiality.
Yeah, but I might have to tell this chick to get away from you. You're a fragile boy, and I know it's good for your mental health. We should have that, just like therapy sessions with Steve-O.
We just got to get Steve-O out here a little bit more.
Get out here.
I haven't talked to him since the
I talked to him earlier today.
Okay.
The incident. The incident.
Which I was watching Eastbound and Down for the first. I'm binging it actually more appropriately for the first time.
What's that actor's name again?
Danny McBride.
Yeah, Danny McBride.
Whatever.
How
happened
the
to him?
fuck did he get famous, man?
Where did he go?
Where did he come from? Cotton Eye Joe.
The mullet. It was pretty obvious he was hanging out with guys like Will Ferrell and all them, and
yeah, and then like he, it's unfortunate, but I saw him in more of like a serious role.
he still have the mullet.
I think so. In Alien Covenant, it's just really
he did have the mullet. Yeah,
It's just too bad that movie sucked balls.
you said he was pretty good in it.
Well, yeah, he was. He was just like, I'm a space trucking, average Joe, just trucking across the universe.
It'd be very hard for me to take that role seriously after watching Eastbound and Down.
It was so weird because James Franco was like the captain of the shit,
Yeah.
and then he dies like right in the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, all those guys.
And then
hang out
girlfriend
together.
is sad.
All those guys hang out together. James Franco, Seth MacFarlane. No,
Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen. Too many Seths in Hollywood.
Could you imagine combining Seth MacFarlane and Joe Rogan, and then what that would look like?
Can we get a program simply brought up online to do that? Face Smasher?
Maybe. I think I did that with Hannibal Buress and Bill Burr. I made Hannibal Burr or Bill Buress. Yeah, it was Bill
Morph
Buress.
thing. Yeah, okay.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to do this. What was it? We're going to do Joe Rogan and...
Start morphing. Click on faces. Search. Yeah, okay, so Seth MacFarlane.
Here we go. We're going to play this game.
Seth
here.
Rogen. Okay,
Yeah.
there he is.
No, not Seth Rogen.
Seth MacFarlane and Seth Rogen.
No, yes. I thought we were going to do... I thought MacFarlane was the guy who does Family Guy.
Yeah.
Did not look like him. I just can't spell it. Seth MacFarlane.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. Copy it. Paste it.
Shit, he's not in the database. We can get Chewbacca, though.
All right, this game's over. It's going nowhere. Just do Seth
we can
Rogen.
upload one. We can
Seth
upload
Rogen
one.
and Joe Rogan.
Seth Rogen and Joe
Yep.
Rogan.
Yeah, Seth Rogen, Joe Rogan.
What kind of database is this?
Joe Rogan is too dangerous. Both of those MacFarlane and Rogan are just too edgy. All right, fuck this game.
Yeah, this game's terrible.
I mean, yeah, they're like usually shit you don't vet and try and do. It ends up not being fun.
Get out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
Fuck.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, but Seth Rogen, James Franco, Danny McBride. I feel like Danny McBride would be exactly how he is in Eastbound and Down. But that's probably just because I binged it pretty hard. It's not a great show to me.
Yeah, it isn't really. The only thing that I really remember from it is when he is at the school dance and he thinks he's dancing really awesome, but he's just on ecstasy.
Yeah,
he's just on ecstasy.
Yeah, I remember that pretty well, and I also remember when he knocks out shit, what's that actor's name? He knocks that guy's eyeball out of his head.
Dude, have you ever met a person in real life who can do that thing where their eyeball like pops out of their socket?
Yeah, it's weird.
Like they ever just do it on you and you're like, hey, you want to...
Yeah, yeah, it's weird. But the guy that I knew that did it, he had to like close his mouth and plug his nose to do it.
And then fucking blow.
Yeah. And it would just be like... Beep.
Cosby had a bit about that, where if you had a boy or if you had a girl and you didn't want...
We can't do Cosby jokes anymore.
Yeah. But still, he had this thing where it's like, okay, you didn't want to have a baby girl, just plug her nose and blow into her mouth. We should have known. Okay, we should have known at that one.
Yeah.
But and then instead of the penis inflating, the eyeballs would pop out of the head instead, and then the wife would be like, how did our daughter's eyeballs get like this? Oh, Cosby. Oh my God, I had to give Steve-O one yike this week.
A yike?
Yeah, you know, yikes, plural. Yeah. When you get one, you don't have yikes until you get two offenses. Yeah. And then you have the dreaded third yike.
Did he get a mullet?
No, he made some comment to me and he was like, oh, you're chewing through them like Cosby. And I was like, ooh, yikes. I mean, yike. Here's your card, man. Here you go. Keep it.
Yeah. Did he ever get that car dealership job thing or whatever?
Dude, I don't keep track of Steve-O's jobs, man. I mean, talking about his fucking work tenure on here, man. I think he went back to JC's pub. That's a fucked up situation, man. And fucking his job fired him because he couldn't make it to work because he was at the hospital because of the incident. Straight up because of the incident. And I was like, man, that's kind of fucked up. Fuck all that. And he was like, yeah, I know. That's why I didn't go back and work there. But now I am back working there.
He was like their head chef, wasn't he?
Think so. Man, he was making shit for the menus, man. It was like West Allis Gordon Ramsay. Trashy Gordon Ramsay.
I remember fucking we were at his house once, and he was, I don't remember, he's just like this some keto cuisine or something. It was like fucking ramen packet with ketchup or some shit.
What?
I don't even remember what it was. It was disgusting. But
you said keto cuisine?
No, ghetto cuisine. Yeah, it was like a ramen packet with fucking ketchup or
like
something.
Fucking Honey Boo Boo's sketty.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Can you imagine that?
Hey, anybody out there know what sketty is? Leave it in the comments below.
Steve-O doesn't cook like that, but that'd just be so funny.
Oh my God. Yuck.
I wonder what kind of stuff he's making. It's probably just dank nachos.
Let's see. What was he talking? Oh, yeah. He fucking... His sister was talking about some guy flirting with her at Taco Bell and giving her the hookup, giving her a bunch of free Taco Bell shit. And Steve-O was like, let me know who this person is now. And then followed up with a comment, I'm not being a protective older brother here. I just want to get that fucking Taco Bell hookup. And I'm just like, Will Gay for Taco Bell, man. And he's just like, we'll fuck for T-Bell.
I haven't had T-Bell for a while.
Dude, you don't need that shit in your life. It smells
I
smells
don't.
like shit.
Last time I had it, I was so disappointed.
Dude,
Nick Swartzen was right all those years ago.
I had a track record with the one up my street being like so slow that I didn't even have to say anything. I didn't even have to complain. The manager would just be like, we're sorry, your order took too long. Bring this voucher and you'll get your free food next time. Like
This is just like a fucking Willy Wonka golden ticket.
Yeah. They would fucking credit me for the order and be like, bring this.
We'll take you down.
We
the
will
Diablo
credit you
sauce.
for this meal for free the next time too.
We'll take you on the Diablo Sauce River boat.
So then I went up there again, stumbled up there one day. This was like years ago too, and used my voucher, and it was just like super slow again. So they gave me another one.
What would be the terrible things that happened to you in Willy Wonka's Taco Bell Willy Wonka? You fall in the Diablo River, the Diablo Sauce River. You get melted.
You fucking go in like the silo that you float up, and it's actually just like horses that like get shredded through there.
Actually, it'll be a queso cheese. It'll be a nacho cheese river, and you'll just
The river of nacho snot.
yeah.
And it'll just be like, hey, Felipe, save some room for later. And just be like, no, I need the nacho cheese, and he'll fucking sneeze, and it'll come out of his mouth.
The kid'll have this is in reference to the girl turning into a blueberry. The kid'll eat
Violet,
like
you're turning violet.
Yeah, Violet. This Violet character will eat I don't know, something, but it'll have peanut in it, and she'll have a peanut allergy attack and just swell up.
I got one fucking everlasting crunch wrap. You can let it sit for days and it never goes soggy. And then the rocket that they fly out of is just they just like eat one of their experimental products, because at the end of Willy Wonka they fly out of the roof of the factory. They just like eat something and they just diarrhea. They just diarrhea.
That's a porta-john.
Yeah, it's a porta-john, and they have to sit on the shitter to fucking fuel it.
Did Taco Bell
goddamn.
only have the Chihuahua mascot, or did they have something before that?
God, I'm trying to think.
Because their
I don't
whole thing,
think so.
their sign used to be like a hat or something, didn't it?
No, it's just a bell, man.
No, I'm thinking of Arby's.
God, I used to have this fucking
Because
picture.
Arby's used to have a fucking creepy mascot back in the day, didn't they? It was like a
I
dude
don't
in
know.
a really big hat.
Let's see, McDonald's had this like fucking moon face fucking guy when they started like. He's just like, yeah, I'm gonna play the piano and we're open late.
I remember that.
Yeah, it's actually a really good Saint Pepsi video that they take a old Michael Jackson song and like put it over just like clipped videos of this McDonald's Golden Arches moon guy. It's vaporwave at its purest.
What would you refer to that as? The Chihuahua is a
Mascot.
mascot?
Yep. That's a culture that we have not caught up with for Japan. That's like something Japan took from us and just went fucking crazy with. They have thousands of fucking mascots. Like
Yeah, even their
townships have
even their
mascots.
townships have some. Yeah, I was watching a special and I forget
They have a special word for it.
I forget which township it is though, but they're like the most massively known branded mascot.
There's the mascot that is the metal drummer. He's like he's just a circle with cat ears, and he's just a cute cartoon like plushie, but he like death metal drums.
He's AKA Monster from
Taco Bell Chihuahua. Yeah, I don't think there
They
was
just had
ever
the Chihuahua.
Taco Bill Paxton.
In the grim future, could Taco Bell's spokesperson be the Liberty Bell?
In the grim future, in the world of demolition
Taco Bell's spokesman becomes like the Liberty Bell.
Oh goddamn! Yeah, the bell becomes cracked.
Yeah.
They move their headquarters to Philadelphia.
Yeah, and the second Spanish-American War.
Yeah, they move it to Philadelphia, and then who's the other one that they fucking fight? It'd be like some sort of other food conglomerate. Like he'll take over the
Taco John's Taco Bell War.
No, Taco John's is nothing, man. Taco Bell would stomp on them like fucking America stomping on some sort of insignificant little country.
In the grim future, Qdoba and Chipotle have merged, and it's Qdoba Chipotle versus Taco Bell.
Okay. All right. That could go someplace, but it's just taco jokes at that point. They'd have to like get together.
I'm literally just picturing guys walking around with these like pseudo flamethrowers spraying each other with nacho cheese. Obviously, the Qdoba
It's
guys
just hot
got
nacho cheese, and it gets on people. They're just like,
I mean, obviously, the Qdoba guys have the queso sauce, like the 3 cheese queso.
yeah, they got queso Diablo, so it hits you, and you're like, I'm fine, and then it starts eating your flesh afterwards. It's like fucking. It'll be like the problem in Britain with acid attacks.
And then the Taco Bell guys, there's just more of them. There's just so many.
It's just a war of attrition, man. Taco Bell in this situation is Russia.
Yeah.
There's not enough guns.
There's not even enough nacho cheese for all of them. You go out with a squad of 5 and only one of you actually has a...
There's not enough fire sauce.
Yeah.
Because that's relatable.
Yeah.
You know, if the soldier in front of you dies, you pick
Grab
up their
his fire
fire sauce,
sauce
and there's not going to be any left anyways.
Did you see the news story about that guy who survived off Taco Bell packets for like 3 days in his car? He got
Was he...
frozen in his car.
It feels like he would have survived anyways. Like, even if he wasn't eating Taco Bell packets.
Okay, maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was longer than 3 days, but he got like snowed into his car, and he just started snacking on Taco Bell packets.
Okay, are you sure this wasn't an Onion article? Let's just keep going over it. But what? Did it like snow and then he froze over? Was he fucking drunk and then it solidified?
Good thing Google was listening.
Oh, right. Oregon man survival. What the fuck is this?
Oregon man.
Okay, so he wasn't like snowed into trapped in his car. He's just like stuck in a
He
mountain.
was trapped in his car for 5 days during a snowstorm.
Oh man. What
And
about his
his
dog?
dog.
Did he feed his dog fucking Taco Bell packets?
I feel like it's not real.
Yeah, I feel like
Taco
it's
Bell
not real.
fire sauce says
It's on Delish.
lives. Yeah. Is that fake?
Dude, have you ever bought the Taco Bell fire sauce in the bottle?
It's not the same.
It isn't. That's what I was going to say. It is not the
Just
same.
like how the Baja Blast, when they finally released it, because kids were clamoring. They needed Baja Blast on the shelves. Couldn't just be locked up in Taco Bell's little...
I was in the Code
That's
Red
just not
era.
the same either.
Code Red was like...
Oh, yeah, I was too, but Baja
Code
got
Red was
released.
like, hey, Mountain Dew discovered this thing that they serve called Shirley Temples.
Yeah, that's what I call them,
Let's
too.
put it in a bottle and sell it.
They have them, those at my work, and if I ever grab one, I'm like, I'm
Code
going to have a
Reds?
Shirley Temple today.
Dude, they put a new soda machine in at work.
They
today.
also had Livewire. Remember that? The orange Mountain Dew? Yeah.
That was all right.
Gamer fuel.
They put a new soda machine in at work today, and I was like, really? We really need that? We really need a new soda machine?
At my work, they put in a new flavored... They have a water machine that also does flavors, but it's like that disgusting Splenda flavoring stuff. I don't get how people...
Oh, you
enjoy
mean the
that flavor.
Keurig of soda fountains?
No, it's a water. It gives you water, or you can add flavoring or turn the water into sparkling.
Right?
Yeah.
Hey, that's made the switch to the sparkling booze water.
But it has that like fake Splenda
Yeah,
sugar
it's
taste
gross.
to it. It's disgusting.
I swear to God, at work, and I hope they take it down soon. Like, they have this chart about like natural sweeteners that are also like, you know, not natural, and fucking artificial sweeteners. And instead of like putting a biohazard logo on it, they put the nuclear radiation logo on it. And I was like, guys, come on. This is a terrible infographic.
Oh, man. I brought this up. We went out to eat on Wednesday. And this family next to me, this guy,
So like, you know, yeah.
can I have a diet Dr. Pepper or something?
Diet Dr. Pepper's awesome, though. I haven't had one in years, but it's awesome. It's like the best.
I don't know. He wanted a diet of some kind of soda. It might not have been Dr. Pepper. And the guy was like, well, we don't have that. And this guy was just like floored. And
Really? You just couldn't accept it?
Yeah. He's like, you don't have diet anything? I was like, he's like, I think we
It's
have.
like walking into a fucking McDonald's and demanding a Pepsi.
Yeah.
It's like, we got deals, son.
I don't like diet soda either. That also has that Splenda flavor, which adds to my just shock that that was going to be what was going to rile this guy's feathers. Just like, what do you mean? Oh, diet.
Well, just think of it like this. Maybe that guy has a terrible situation at work. His boss is a shithead to him.
And this was the final straw.
He comes home to work, and his fucking wife is ragging on him to just fix that door hinge in the bathroom. It's been like that for years. The kids are screaming. The fucking old one is beating the other one with a yardstick. The younger one's crying and shitting itself. And this has been a terrible week for him. And he just wants to go to that one restaurant and have his favorite diet soda. That's all he's looking forward to this week. And they just don't have it.
I need a Code Red. We don't have those, but we do have Shirley Temples. I don't want a Shirley Temple.
Wouldn't that be some shit if like a fucking grown man is like, I really just want a Shirley Temple.
What is it called when you have a Shirley Temple with booze in it, though? Nasty.
I don't fucking know.
Cherry juice.
Pineapple upside down cake. That's actually a delicious drink.
Yeah, it is.
I've not had one of those since I was 17 years old at Shorewood Legion Hall. Like James Lottie was like, hey, order a pineapple upside down cake. I was like, what's that? It's like,
it's good.
It's pineapple and booze and grenadine.
Yeah, it's good though.
Yeah, it's like a late night mimosa.
I think I had one of those maybe 3 years ago.
It tastes like something you'd get in a tiki bar.
It's something you get when you're out with some ladies who aren't into taking shots, but they want to take shots because it's somebody's birthday.
Because you got to hide the booze.
Yep.
Those are the real dangerous drinks. The ones where you can't taste the booze.
Yeah, and Mai Tais.
I don't think I've ever in all my days had a Mai Tai.
Foundation's a little tiki bar in River West.
Is Foundation still a thing?
I don't know, but man, they had the best Mai Tais.
I remember getting a drink there called a fog cutter, and it's just booze. It's just booze on booze.
It's just 151.
And me, Sam, and Sam's friend Nick, we like walked out of there, and we were like on a genuine pub crawl. And it's us three, and it was foggy out. And I was like, dude, guys, just follow me. I had this situation handled. I had no fucking clue where I was going. I remember that night we walked into the Polish Falcon, and I was like, guys, it smells like farts in here. I was like, yeah, it does. What would you expect of a place?
I went in there
Polish
once.
Falcon?
I went there once because I knew they sold.
Yeah, you could get
hours.
takeout after hours takeout booze.
Yeah, and that was the only reason I'd ever been in there. I've never actually had a drink in there. I remember the only time I went in there, we walked in there. I went, "Where's the cooler?" The bartender pointed to the back, and we walked to the back cooler, and we bought like a 6-pack. Or whatever.
6-pack that'll last for 6 minutes. At that
I don't know
point.
we bought booze. We bought beer.
That is fucking the dumbest law, and it's literally just to encourage people in Milwaukee to go out to the bars.
Well, now
because
you
it was like
a
a brew town.
Now you can go to Metro Mart and buy liquor and beer till 11.
Since
one
when?
by me.
Maybe it's just that.
Yeah, it's great though. Go get some late night groceries and some booze.
Now, if if Wisconsin really wants to be progressive, they need to like revolutionize the booze delivery system. That's what this town needs, right?
Booze to your door.
Yep. Booze to your door. Already drunk, need more booze. We got it.
Just DoorDash it.
A lot of places don't sell it though. DoorDash is so expensive though.
Yeah. Motherfuckers, but do it though. Huh? I told you about this.
Are you rich? Are you an alcoholic? DoorDash.
Yeah,
Bar booze.
I went to, because I go to Bar Louie sometimes after the games because they serve food till literal bar close, full menu till 3 a.m. I know I've said that on here before.
Yep.
But last time I was in there, a fucking DoorDash guy was in there. He got like 6 orders. I'm just like, 6 people are really DoorDashing right now?
It's like, no, this is all for one person. Just all booze.
That's a good point.
Maybe it was.
That was all
Maybe it's
food.
like, I really want 6 Long Island iced teas from Applebee's just right now. Is Applebee's still open in the area?
Yeah. I don't know who the fuck would eat at Applebee's, though.
I would. Man, my dad is just like cursing in his chair right now, man.
Who likes Applebee's?
He would take us to Applebee's, and I liked it too until I figured out that it was bullshit.
I've only eaten at Applebee's a handful of times.
After getting the inside scoot from B,
It's all just microwave
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same with Olive Garden.
B worked at Olive Garden. You're gonna get doxxed now, B. Worked at Olive Garden for years. Just like, it's terrible.
It's just they come in these plastic, like Ziploc bags, and they open them up. They pour them into a pan, and then they microwave it.
Oof.
There's your food.
I mean, that's probably some of the
It's the
best
same thing with
microwave food
Applebee's.
I've ever
Applebee's
tasted.
just microwave steak and all that shit.
Same thing with Red Lobster.
Yeah.
It's revolutionary. I still can't believe, though, on the flip side of that there's people out there that believe that microwaving food is somehow bad for you. I mean, it tastes like fucking rubber, but like, it's radiation into your food. It's like, yeah, but it's like the fine kind of radiation.
It's the good beams, okay?
It's like sitting
remember-
next to your furnace kind of radiation.
Remember, people would say, I think frozen vegetables are good, but people were like, frozen vegetables don't have any nutrients or whatever. It damages the nutrients. That's not true either.
Yep. Canned vegetables.
It's fucking gross.
Canned vegetables are not particularly good for you.
Frozen vegetables are gross, and they have absolutely no flavor.
I wonder how bad, like, canned beans are for you, like the legumes.
God, it's so much more convenient to do canned beans, though, than to get the dried kind.
That is
soak them for fucking 48 hours.
That's the thing. It's
Yeah.
just like it's already doing what they would do in a can.
Yeah.
That's the one. That's the only like canned vegetable I will touch.
I've done tomato paste just because it's a pain to make tomato paste.
What do you put in tomato paste in chili?
There's and a couple of sauces, recipes that we use.
Cut up. When I do chili, I usually just depend on like, just like seasoning and then the juices.
Yeah, we get the diced tomatoes. We dice the tomatoes and throw them in there, but sometimes you need tomato paste for like certain
want it to be
recipes.
thick.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't cook that much. B does most of the cooking.
I used to cook a lot more, and then
The
I
quickening.
started to die inside.
And then the quickening. Have you ever watched a show called Bored to Death with Zach Galifianakis?
Am I on it right now?
But it's got Zach Galifianakis, Ted Danson, and
You just call him Fanakis, then Fanakis. Which is it? Which is it? You fucking traitor.
Between Two Ferns.
Yeah, but what's it about? Bored to death? Does it just die? I mean, is it like
Jason-
dramatized or is
What's
it?
this guy's name? I think the actor's name is Jason Schmaltz or something.
Jason Statham and fucking
I
Zach
love Jason
Galifianakis.
Statham.
Could you imagine them two doing a buddy comedy? A la
Jason Schwartz. Does this guy look familiar to you?
Schwartzman? No. Oh, maybe. Is he? That's the guy from fucking the Mighty Tenenbaums, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I have never seen that movie.
he plays
either.
a novelist who, like,
The Jason kid from that era that didn't fuck the pie.
but Jason Schwartzman plays a writer whose girlfriend breaks up with him, and then he kind of like can't write for some reason, so he puts an ad on Craigslist to be a private detective.
Which you can't do anymore.
Yeah, to be a private eye, a private detective, because that's what he writes about. He's looking for some inspiration, and then Ted Danson is his publisher, I think, and Zach Galifianakis is just his buddy, who's a cartoon novelist. And he gets into these private eye cases that are. He bumbles his way through them, and doesn't even really get like a satisfying solve to them. He just kind of like klutzes his way through stuff. I don't know. I just like the detective shows. But Zach Galifianakis plays a...
Is it a show?
Yeah, 3 seasons.
Oh.
Zach Galifianakis plays a...
Is somebody from
cartoonist who writes about...
behind it?
No.
Really? Zach Galifianakis is doing fucking sitcom TV show
This is from a couple
stuff?
years ago. But Zach Galifianakis' character writes a comic book called Super Ray, which is basically about himself. And he has a super penis. Because he touches it to the third rail.
Goddamn. Could that even... Like, is that one of the things that could hurt you if you pissed on the third rail? It seems like it would. But I feel like people have tested peeing on like an electric fence, and it's really not conductive enough.
I don't know. But you always see that in movies where guys get like thrown on it and they just fry up.
Yeah. Which leads me to believe it's not true.
Like a Lethal Weapon and many Jason Statham movies.
Like what other movie tropes are not true? Like cocking the gun like they do. Like they'll cock the gun before they do shit, and that's really just gonna like waste a bullet. There's silencers with guns. Silencers don't work like that. They're still like pretty deafening.
Loud, yeah.
There's like pillows working like silencers even.
That doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
That was actually one of my favorite cases in I think it was Law and Order.
Bored to death?
No, Law and Order. Some guy makes an Irish silencer.
What's an Irish silencer?
It's a potato. And he kills this guy, and they're like, who the fuck would do that? Why would somebody use this? Like, they thought it was gonna work. They fired it. It was obviously really loud. The cops got called. This guy like had to run from the scene and stuff. Turns out the guy's deaf. Like, he had no way of knowing this wasn't gonna work. He just like saw it online. He's like, oh, I'll just get a potato and no one else will be able to hear it.
That sounds like CSI level stupid, but it was in Law and Order, so
I'm pretty sure it was Law and Order. It was
I could just imagine that, like, you know, Law and Order getting to the point where it's jumping the shark. It seems like, you know, it's so loved and stuff, but the writers had to be getting to a point eventually.
I mean,
where
they've got to
like,
bring in new ones.
Yeah, but still, like, the writers had to be getting to a point eventually where it's like, well, what have we done? I mean, The Simpsons already did this one, so
we can't write this crime noir because The Simpsons did it. Yeah.
Speaking of
the
Simpsons,
baby killed
the murder rapist, and he likes to wear a Homer Simpson mask. It's just semen in a Homer mask at the scene of a crime. Now in CSI, they just access the semen database. Boom, guilty.
Yeah,
over
that's
with.
all you need. And then there will be a freak twist though sometimes where the DNA gets swapped.
Never got into CSI ever. I wasn't really a big Law and Order guy, but I could like watch it and was like, okay, yeah, this is entertaining.
I wasn't really
into
into Law and Order or CSI that much.
CSI just was stupid after a while. Let me tell you, man, if you started like getting
what was it, CSI Miami, where the guy always does this? Yeah. And then they do it again when he puts them back on.
Meet the new boss.
Yeah, and then
same as the old boss.
And then they do it. Yeah, Bob O'Reilly, and then they do it when he puts them back on too.
Yeah.
He got his dick. He got his dick stuck. What is it from Forgetting Sarah Marshall? He got his dick stuck in the radiator.
In the latchkey.
Yeah.
And the neighbors didn't find him for another 3 days.
I forgot what the line is in Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
I've not seen that one yet either. People have been telling me watch it for years. Still have not done it. Maybe I'll do it this weekend.
I feel like it's going to be one of those situations where you've worked it up that it's supposed to be good. All these people are saying it's going to be good.
No, I'd like have no. Paul Rudd's in it. It's gonna be great. He is in it, right?
No. I'm pretty sure he's not.
No.
Unless he has some side role. Jason Segel's the main guy. I don't.
Russell
Paul Rudd is in
Brand.
it.
Yeah.
He is in it.
See?
That's right. He plays the. Okay, yeah. He's not a. He's a side character though.
Hey, man. You don't age like that if you play main characters your entire career, man.
Who's
He played it slow.
Yeah, who's Paul Rudd's wife? Paul Rudd. Oh, this is Paul Rudd's wife.
Julie Yeager. She looks older than him.
They must laugh together so much because Paul Rudd's amazing.
Stefan wants to fuck Paul Rudd, apparently.
Should I get a tattoo of him?
Yeah, we'll get matching Paul Rudd tattoos, then we can be Paul Rudd buds.
Paul Rudd tattoo. Paul Rudd tattoo
And
ideas.
That will be the omen that will ruin our friendship. We get matching tattoos of Paul Rudd buds.
Oh,
The divorce just happens instantly.
there's no one has any Paul Rudd tattoos. It's just him running around with like a semi-dad bod.
And start
Great.
the fucking the new Proud Boys. It's gonna be the Paul Rudd fan.
We'll
cult.
just get Ant-Man tattoos on our butts, and they'll both have like a fist out. And then when we stick our butt cheeks together,
Ant-Man.
they'll hit each other.
Actually,
nuts up.
let's fucking cut off our pinkies and get Ant-Man tattooed on our knucks.
I cut my finger off for the sake of Ant-Man.
Yep.
Did you watch the new ones? Yeah, you did. We talked about that. Yeah,
Yep.
that movie was so fucking cool.
Yeah, Michael Douglas just like, "Bleh, getting over the shit, Riggs." Literally.
He was like, "Suck it, egg." So what? At the end of that movie, his comrades got snapped.
Maybe. That's what you were telling me. I have not seen
I don't know because I haven't
the
seen the
stunning conclusion to the end of the Ant-Man because I have fallen asleep each time. Not because I was bored, because I'm getting old.
Yeah, I haven't seen the.
Dad
new,
fell asleep on the couch again.
I did not watch the new. What do they call the Avengers? I haven't watched any of the Avengers movies.
Dude, don't bother watching Avengers 1 or 2. Watch Infinity War for sure. It's a great movie. It's great. Like it is literally the Empire Strikes Back of the Avengers. The bad guys win. It's like left and like, oh, what? And it's like compelling. Like you kind of like see the like the side of Thanos, like the plight of Thanos. It's good. It's really well done.
He loved somebody.
And the thing that I just take away from that the entire time, and I'm amazed with every time I watch it, is like they have 80 superheroes in this and managed to not make it a clusterfuck. It has the alternative of remember that like bit I had about Andre the Giant getting
That's
tired
like-
of being big?
That's like a minute for every superhero. What's the runtime?
Well, they
on
put them in teams, and then they have like 4 stories going on.
it? Okay, I was gonna say what's the runtime on that?
Like 3 hours almost. It's
It's a
investment.
doozy.
Yeah, but it's good. It's not just like 3 hours of shit.
I believe you. I don't watch the superhero movies. I haven't been. I mean, I obviously watched Ant-Man, but that's not because it's a superhero movie for me.
It's because you
It's a
got a
Paul Rudd
fucking
movie.
hard on for Paul Rudd. You're gonna start.
I want to see Zayn dance.
You are going to get nude Tane.
Thank you.
Fucking Stefan is going to rename his penis his rudder. And he is going to steer himself through life.
Gives a whole new meaning to the Dutch rudder. Huh?
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right, we're about at a half an hour. It's only been 30 minutes. It's been an hour and a half, actually. Let's call it.
Do we force it?
Yeah, no, we're not going to force it. This is we managed to stretch this. We should prepare next time. All right.
I don't know. I felt like this was.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It wasn't as good as that one that we fucking lost, though.
Well, none of them will ever seem as good as that one.
Nope, because that one will never be heard. All right. So, sign us off, Stefan.
And now it's time for the late show.
Yes, starring lesbian Doug and Stefan, replacing Carson.
Why don't they have a female late night host?
That's what it is. It's like a black female gay. Like, literally.
No, I mean, why don't they actually have a late night host that's a woman? Or do they have one that's
It is.
not aware?
The one that's replacing Johnny Carson is going to be... She's a triple threat, man.
Oh, who is
triple
she?
threat. I don't know. Something Singa. I don't know if she's actually black.
Johnny. Oh, I'm sorry. Carson.
I'm going to cut it off. No, if I do that now, I'll seem like I hate the gays. Carson being replaced. Nope. My Google foo is strong.
New late show host. Lily Singh.
Yeah, never heard of her before. I think she's a
She's a
YouTuber.
YouTuber.
Yep, YouTuber going to the other side, fucking sellout.
What, the YouTube money wasn't good enough for you? Just kidding.
But,
Never heard of her.
Yeah, never heard of her. Check her out, but I'm never up that late, and I fucking don't watch.
What's she do on YouTube?
If she's like a YouTuber, that's probably what YouTube is after, or the network is doing. They're probably after that fucking YouTube deal, you know? Like they're fucking ramrodding with Fallon and Kimmel and Colbert. Like all my Colbert and shit that I get now, it's all in the highlights in the YouTube.
She wrote a book called How to Be a Bouse. Guide to Conquering Life.
That sounds like something I'd hate. How to win friends and influence people. Suck a dick. How to diagnose your interpersonal problems like they were computer bugs. The self-help edition. All right.
I don't know anything about her. Sounds like she made some nice videos on YouTube
Yeah, I don't know anything about her either.
to hopefully build each other up. Some philanthropy. That's good.
All right. Good night, Vietnam. Signing off.